I hope it's live and I hope you can hear me. Bonjour, bonjour. Comment allez-vous aujourd'hui, mon ami? Alessandro Piovesan here from the silo at the magnificent Hunt Hill Farm. Oh my goodness. This place is so fantabulously nice. Came across this message this morning. Of course, it's from the book that I'm reading from Kim the Young called The Choice. And it says, you can choose to be angry, victimized, and vengeful, or you can choose to be trusting, hopeful, and grateful. I can absolutely identify with that because I lived in the first part of the sentence for a long time, and I'm so glad that I'm no longer there. So I'll come back as soon as I done with butchering Bob Marley here. Not butchering. I know. My awesome friend and brother Barry and Mary. They like the rendition. So I love redemption songs from Bob Marley, especially the part that he talks about emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. And this is such a strong statement. And I live by it all the time when I feel that I'm being enslaved by my mind. I'll be back in a sec. Old pirates, yes, they rob I. So they chew the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit, but my hands were made strong by the hands of the Almighty. We forward this generation triumphantly. Would you help sing songs of freedom? They all I ever had. Redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear of atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets? Why we stand beside them, look? Ooh, some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Would you help sing songs of freedom? They all I ever had. Redemption songs, redemption songs, songs of freedom. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, it seems to be getting there slowly. So let me change this here. Oh, I hope the microphone is working well now. I'm trying to figure out the new software and all that good stuff. But woo-hoo-hoo. Good morning, everyone. Listen to Pivezan here again from the silo at the magnificent Hunt Hill Farm. I'm in a family room. Here's a little cold and chilly to go out, but I will be there very soon. So many awesome things going on. So many awesome things going on, and the hopefulness, the gratitudeness. It really works. That's why I love this phrase, and I'm loving the book. I'm loving the book. Before we keep moving forward with all the goodness in my day, let me ask you the most important question of the day for me. How are you feeling this morning? How's your head, your heart, your soul, your mind, and your commitment for making today and every other single day that you were blessed with the gift of life your best? Because you have full control over your living. Life you do not control. Don't fool yourself because it's an on and off switch. When it's on, we are here. When it's off, we might be talking about you. But that's all as far as it goes. So, everything and anything you can do in order to make this day right now that you control and make sure that goes as best as possible in the direction that you want. Maybe you can hear my babies outside. Yeah, they're saying hello to the squirrels and the other animals. So, anyway, I used to feel very angry. I used to feel very vengeful. Yes, and helpless. And again, I grew up in a very dysfunctional family surrounded by violence, alcohol, and bad crap. So at 13, I was left on the streets, and I spent 4 years living on the streets and eating from garbage cans, and went through a lot of stuff. So imagine what goes through a mind, where the last thing I could think about it is that one, that there is a God, and two, love. All you need is love. It gets pretty tough sometimes, and you start believing that the entire world is against you. You start feeling that you're worthless, and all you got is to embrace bad stuff all the time. It gets tougher, 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 harder, harder, harder. And if you don't find a way to develop some kind of solace, right, a comfort within yourself, and find that strength to keep moving forward towards your dreams and the things that are meaningful to you, it gets pretty hairy, it gets pretty dark. Thanks to Paulo Cruz and many other individuals that came into my life and my living and helped feed my head with things that were meaningful and good, to help me understand that sitting around and be complaining and finding guilt and finding reasons why things are not working that are outside of yourself is kind of a waste of time. Of course, I heard that again many times, and I said those things and I thought about them for a long, long time until someone came into my life and start, feeding my head with good stuff. It started with Paulo Cruz and evolved to a plethora of other amazing individuals. And I could finally understand that will take me a lot of time in order to adapt to this new reality, right? To the whole thing about the journey, right? That you have to trust in the journey ahead in order to keep moving forward, and trust your dreams, trust your belief, trust what's in your heart. So I like this phrase because, I got tired of feeling victimized or feeling vengeful. And once you start practicing gratitude, hopefulness, and whew, being aware that most of the things that happen in your living are consequences of the choices that you make. And when you are making that choice, knowing that, what, whatever, if this happened, that happened, I'm prepared for. If what you are prepared for, but hope it doesn't happen, then you have to have the attitude in order to keep moving forward. Pick up yourself, take the pieces, and keep moving forward. Reassemble it, put the glue on, and keep moving. Because the other way, you're gonna end up just having every single day of your living being a dark, weird, not pleasant, venomous, right, poisonous day. And this will just evolve and multiply to a point where you start spreading this to the people around you. And this is, have you been around individuals that come that dark cloud around, and when they arrive, everything is bad? There is nothing you say that can have the individual come up with something good about his living. Everything is shit. Have you been around people like that? Everything is shit. Their life, everything is shit. And they came to the point with the conclusion that no matter what they do, everything is shit. Always going to be shit because there's always been shit. I know. I come across people like that all the time. And I got to tell you, I've been there. It used to be me. And at the end of the day, there's not really much you can do other than saying it's in your head, it's right here. That's why you must treat your head in ways that are peculiar and a little different than other organs, because your brain is what makes everything happen to you. So once you're able to understand that, oil up your brain and prepare to connect to your mind and send this request or manifestations to the universe so you can start enjoying the manifestations of goodness. Of course, that it not only do a bunch of wrong, stupid crap and then send a manifestation that you wanted to be swimming in the fluffy clouds. It's not the way it works. You gotta do the work and every day and be patient in order to start seeing those manifestations. Imagine the amount of wrong requests you sent to the universe already. And they don't come like super fast all the time. Sometimes it takes a while. However, when they start coming, you're gonna start feeling it, but you need to keep making the deposit. It's like a savings account that you slowly keep putting the money in there, and it slowly it's gonna come. Or a quick example: I never done sports betting in my life because I don't believe that I have this kind of luck. So a friend of mine asked me to test an app yesterday. He said, can you test this app for me? It's about giving tips for people on how to place small bets that will allow them to, if they follow the rules, to double their money at the end of the month. I said, okay, so interesting. So I put $10 on what is the name? The Super Bowl yesterday. On he just said the tip I got was like 47 point under 47.7. I don't understand anything of that. I just followed what the tip was, and guess what? I doubled my $10. Almost double. I got $90. It's about experiencing and trying new little things and see the return. But I said, ooh, maybe I can do it every day. If I do it every day, I'm not going to double when I have 30 times more. And he said, well, that's not the way it works. If you go every day placing a bet, some days you're going to win, some days you're going to lose, some days you're going to win, some days you're going to lose. But at the balance at the end of the month, I guarantee you that if you follow, you're going to double it. I said, wow, okay. It sounds pretty good, right? But not for everybody. He said most people want to do what they call parlays, which is combination of this result with that result and this result. But of course, you put 10 to make 1,000. However, you're raising, I think, 86% the chance that you're going to lose. And if you do one, it's kind of almost a 50-50 kind of thing, but with a lot of study behind it. So I'm the kind of guy now that I'm okay with doubling it. I don't need to parlay no more. It's interesting. So in the living, and it's the same stuff. You start tuning your brains, prepping the stuff. Slowly, you're going to start noticing those changes. But sometimes you want the change to come right away. You make one little change. Oh, I woke up early this morning and I cleaned up the dog shit. Voila! Oof, my life is now totally better. And will be better. You know why? Because you've done it. That first step. Take the first step. Move forward. Go where you're supposed to go. And let me go back in here and show the phrase again because it's really cool. Understand that I'm about to migrate to YouTube. It's because it's easier for people to access. Some people don't have Facebook, some people don't have Instagram, but everybody seems to be able to access YouTube. So if you can please help spread the positivevibrationsalways.com. So this links straight to my YouTube page, and then eventually will be the site with the whole thing. But again, time is of essence. So if you can do that, would really appreciate to help me a lot. Okay? So positivevibrationsalways.com. So many good things going on here. Oh, let me show you this picture of Hunt Hill Farm in the silo. If you've never seen the silo, so what you're seeing here is the silo. Everything you see in the picture is Hunt Hill Farm except the right side. And so this is where the magic happens. This building was built in 1820. It's in the National Historical Register of Historical Places, like all the other 9 buildings here at Hunt Hill Farm. This place is so fantabulously awesome. We are also preparing now. April, we have a lot of stuff going on. We have the United Nations Youth Forum, right? We're doing our side event there. Fantabulous. We have the New York Pops, Kids in the Balcony. We're going to take those 50 kids back to Carnegie Hall to see the Pops perform. This month, until the end of February, we're running the food drive with our friends from Healthcare Advocates International. The angels who've been keeping the lights on here so far to allow us to transform Hunt Hill Farm into the community resource that was dreamed by Ruth and Skitch Henderson, with a focus on youth, right? Making sure that our youth has a space because it's getting complicated out there. What we're trying to do is, throughout the year, we're trying to raise close to 200,000 pounds of non-perishable food to donate to Camila's Cupboard and social services. There are 430 families in our town here, in our region, that are affected by food insecurity any given day. And if we come together, we can make it happen. This is supporting the achievement of the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals, especially number 2, which is eradication of hunger. This is such a thing that we can do. We come together, we can make it happen. You know what I'm saying? If you cannot come here to the silo to drop off the food, you can go straight to social services at Pettibone. So Camila's Cupboard is also located in the same building. Just drop off the food, help our neighbors. It's something we can do together. Our goal for February, I love to get 50,000 pounds, but I think we're going to get closer to 15,000 pounds for this month. Hopefully, we have a few more events coming in. Yes, ASAP is doing their event. And the 27th, 28th, and 29th is the music concert with, I think, 16 different schools. It's going to be amazing. Well, a lot is going on, and I will be sharing more and more as I get used to the software and all this good stuff. So in the meantime, I'm going to ask you that if you feel the mood to visit a place that will absolutely send you a jolt of welcomeness and togetherness and happiness and all the nesses that are good in the world, come to Hunting Farm, visit the silo, walk around. I'll show you everything and more. I'll ask if you could bring 200,000 pounds of food or more, 1 pound of non-perishable food or more that we are going to add to our annual, ongoing, continuous food drive, trying to help our neighbors. And that's it. So I want to wish you a super, ultra fabulous day, filled with love and happiness and the ability to find in yourself reasons to be grateful, reasons to keep moving forward positively towards the living of your dreams, because you deserve it. You do. There is a surprise coming on. Yeah, it's going to help your brains and it's going to be free. All right? So, have a super ultra fantabulous day with tons and tons and tons of positive vibrations always. Finally, I found you. Finally, I found you. I'm gonna sing your love and live. I'm gonna do what it takes to turn this world around into a real paradise. Finally, we found you. Finally, we found you. We're gonna help and love and give. We're gonna do what it takes. Food drive to turn this world around into a real paradise. Yay! I'll be back tomorrow. So have a super ultra fantabulous day with tons of positive vibrations always.